Do you know why English is so confusing? It's because of all the similar words. Should I say my father advised me or advised me? Did I lose my keys or lose my keys? Should I lie on the couch or lay on the couch? Do people emigrate or immigrate? Or maybe both. Should I assure my car or insure my car? Or insure my car? It's so confusing. No, don't worry. I'm here to help. In this lesson, I'm going to explain some of these confusing words to you. So let's start with the first one. Assure, insure, insure. Which is which? Well, the good thing is, assure has a different pronunciation than insure and insure. These two are pronounced exactly the same. Now, assure means to guarantee or make someone confident about something. I assure you that everything is going to be fine. I guarantee. I assure you. Insure means to make sure that something will happen. Please ensure the door is locked. Please make sure of it. Go test it. And insure is to protect against financial loss by insuring your car, for example. I need to insure my car. Now, the noun of insure is insurance. You get an insurance for your car or you insure your car. Oof, glad we cleared that up. So now we know what is assure, what is insure, and what is insure. Or do we? Anyway, let's move on to the next pair of confusing words. Do we emigrate or immigrate? Which one? Or maybe both. When we use emigrate, we're focusing on the country of origin. You leave your own country to go and live somewhere else. Now, it doesn't matter where you go. What's important here is where you are going from. They emigrated from Italy. Where did they go? I don't know. They emigrated from Italy. Now, immigrate is to come to a new country to live. Here, focus is on the destination. Where are you going? They immigrated to the US. They immigrated from Italy. They immigrated to the US. Well, this one was easy. Maybe. But what about this one? Precede or proceed? What's the difference? Well, precede means to come before something else. Precede. The speech preceded the award ceremony. It means first there was the speech, and then they had the award ceremony. So precede means to come before something else. But proceed means to move forward with something. Please proceed with your presentation. That means please continue. Please move forward. Please go ahead. Please proceed with the presentation. Now that one was really easy. Proceed. But what about fewer and less? Well, this is one of the most common mistakes I've seen many students make, even advanced level students. And the reason is, it's a grammatical difference between the two. We use fewer when we're talking about countable nouns. There are fewer apples in the basket. There are fewer apples. It's very common for students to say, there are less baskets than yesterday. No. There are fewer baskets than yesterday. Or there are fewer apples in the basket compared to yesterday. But we use less for uncountable nouns. For example, water is uncountable. You cannot count water. One molecule of water, you cannot count it. So we use less. I drank less water today compared to yesterday. I drank less water. So we use fewer for countable nouns like apples, like baskets, and we use less with uncountable nouns like coffee, like water. Now that was quite easy. But let's move on to the next one. What's the difference between bring and take? This is a common mistake of intermediate level students, and definitely a common mistake of beginner level students. Now, bring means to carry something toward the speaker. For example, bring the files to my office. Bring them to my office. Bring them to me. I'm the speaker, and I'm demanding that you bring them to me. Carry them to me. Now, take is the opposite. It's to carry something away from the speaker. Oh, you're going out. Can you please take the trash out? Take them out. You're leaving, right? Take them out. So take them away from me, the speaker. Now, this is one example of how you can identify which to use. It's an easy way to remember them, right? So bring towards me. Take away from me. Another pair of confusing words, farther and further. What's the difference? Both of them are comparative. That is, they are comparing between two things. And both refer to the distance of place A to place B. However, here's a slight difference. When we say farther, we're talking about the physical distance between two things. He walked farther than I expected. He walked for a longer distance than I expected. Here we're talking about a physical distance. But further is an abstract distance. It's not physical. It basically means more. Let's discuss this further. It means let's discuss this more. So farther is the physical distance between two things, but further basically means more. I don't want to continue this any further. It means I don't want to talk about it anymore. So farther, physical distance, further, metaphoric, abstract distance. It basically means more. Now, if somebody says something nice about you, that's a compliment. Compliment. For example, somebody says, "Ooh, look at that. It's a very nice hoodie." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much for the compliment." So compliment is a nice thing said to someone. "Oh, you look great today. Amazing hair. Nice shoes." These are all compliments. She gave me a lovely compliment. Oh. However, compliment is something that completes something else or goes well with something else. For example, this hoodie complements my jeans. It means the hoodie goes well with my jeans. Well, of course you cannot see my jeans, but I think it really goes well with my jeans. Or does it? I don't know. You decide. Another pair of confusing words. Principle and principle. Principle? Principle? What's the difference? They do sound the same. But principal is the head of the school or the most important part of something. The principal gave a speech today. But principle is a fundamental truth or a belief that you have. Honesty is a key principle. Now, another confusing pair of words. If somebody offers something to you and you want to say yes, do you accept it? Or accept it. Accept or accept. I think if you see these two words, you will know the difference. But if you hear them, they sound kind of similar. Accept, accept. That is when it becomes confusing. To accept is to say yes to an offer. Oh, $1 million? Yes, I accept. Yeah, I wish. But accept means excluding or apart from. It means everyone included. One thing or one person excluded. Everyone came to the party except John. John did not come. Everyone else came. John didn't come. And here we are for the last pair of confusing words. But before I tell you the last one, let me tell you something else. Do you want to have the full list of these confusing words in a single PDF file for free? Or better yet, do you want to have the summary of all of my YouTube videos in one book with more than 500 pages? For free? That's right, you can download it now, but how? Click on the link above my head. Go to my website, type in your name, your email address, your country, and click download. You will receive the link in your inbox. And now for the last pair of confusing words. Adapt or adopt. Adapt. Adopt. If you adapt to a new situation, that means you get used to it. You change yourself so that that situation is now acceptable for you. For example, you go to a new country and you're a student there. Everything is different, but little by little, you will adapt. It took him a while to adapt to the new environment. It took him a while. He couldn't adapt very quickly, but it took him a while. Adopt is to take something as your own, as if you own it, as if it's yours. For example, a baby. They decided to adopt a baby. You can also use it for ideas or strategies or procedures. That means you take them and you use them. And that's the difference between adapt and adopt. And that was the last pair of confusing words for this lesson. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, click subscribe. See ya.